All right. I think we are up and running. What I'm going to do is jump over to a new layout that I haven't used yet. It's very similar to the previous ones. And I'll sort of kick things off for today's gaming stream. Alright. We are loaded up here. BGM is playing. I think we're good there. I will get some feedback from chat if I need to tweak the background music here. Let me slide this over. What I did for today's stream and for future games like this, I tweaked one of my other layouts so that I could have a windowed overlay and be able to show things like background music, information, and everything else. I could have done a full screen layout for this, but I figured it'd be easier, one, since this game doesn't have super detailed graphics, and two, it'd be easier to be able to show information like the background music I'm playing today. As you'll see in the bottom, the track list will be cycling. We're playing some music from a VGM artist. I don't know if he's still making music, but an artist named Goat, who made some really cool music from video games, or covers of music from video games. And a lot of them are Castlevania tracks. So I threw that into a playlist, and that's going to be cycling today. Hey, Sour Lad's here. What's up, Sour Lad? And Wazzy is here. Wazzy says, alright, B-boy, let's see your 4 a.m. game. Alright, we will go ahead and do an overview of this game since I haven't played it on stream. Are you guys able to hear me over the BGM? Or should I drop it down? Let me know if it's too high, since I don't normally play these particular types of songs. Silence is Candy Day? I thought today was Valentine's Day. Unless Candy Day is the day after. I don't keep track. Oh, I see. Tomorrow's when all the candy's on sale. It's today's Valentine's Day? I couldn't tell you. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Vampire Survivors is a somewhat new early access game on Steam. This one was completely off of my radar. I didn't even find out about it until maybe a week or so ago. Hey, Iconic Boris here. Iconic says, hi Raku, happy Valentine's Day. Starlat says, Wazzy, I got a Valentine's donut. Oh, it's better than nothing. So Vampire Survivors is an early access game, version 0.2.12. And I believe this is developed by a single developer. Their name isn't on here, but you can find it on the Steam page. This game is incredibly cheap. In US dollars, this cost me $3. And it is incredibly fun. So we're going to look at it today, and I'm going to break down how this game works. Vampire Survivors is a wave-based roguelite game. Behaves like a twin-stick shooter and has got some Castlevania-esque aesthetics. But the best way to demonstrate it is to just jump into the game and show you folks what it looks like. So when you jump in, you are given a character selection screen with a whole bunch of characters. And when you first start, they're not unlocked. Up here is my gold. You'll accumulate that as you play through different runs. And you start with the Belmont-esque Antonio, and as you complete different other objectives through the different runs, you get other characters unlocked, and they all behave slightly different, so we're going to look at hopefully all of them, because runs do not take too long in this game, especially if you screw up. Walsey says, be the skeleton or naked devil man. We're going to go through all of them. We're going to start from the top. Each character starts with a different weapon, which is what you see in the lower right. And these weapons are unlocked as you unlock the characters usually. You get additional things you can find. We'll see that on the field. But in addition to their starting weapon, each character has specific stat parameters, which you can see down here, which changes their gameplay slightly and gives them sort of unique perks. And then static stat boosts, which are from the unlocks I'll show off later, are over here on the left. And so we'll kind of cycle through all of them because I don't anticipate me taking too long. Runs on normal can't last more than 30 minutes, and that's if you do really well. If you don't do well and you screw up, they can last about 5 minutes. So we'll jump right in with Antonio, and I will show off how the game works. Alright, we still good on background music volume? Let me know if I need to drop it at any point. So stage selection, right now there are 3 tile sets for the stages. I'm assuming there's going to be more as this game gets closer to actual release. For the sake of demoing, we're going to start in the Mad Forest, and we'll probably switch things up as we go. And we won't do hyper mode for now. We'll start in the base one, so it'll be easier for me to explain. Alright. Right away, we're dropped into the map. And this map goes endlessly in all directions, and the tile set sort of cycles. And the character Antonio that I'm playing as, again, very Belmont-esque. I'm controlling movement with WASD, and that is all you do in this game. You don't attack. Your character automatically attacks with the weapon they start with at default, and then enemies immediately appear and start pathing towards you. Up at the top is my experience bar. The blue crystals, the green crystals, and red ones we'll see later contribute to experience. When it tops up, you get a level up, and you get to pick additional unlocks. And there are a maximum of 10 different weapons you can hold on your character during a run. And the way you build and decide what you're going to take from the level up perk screen is determined by how you want to build. And I'm going to sort of try my best to demo the build system and how all these different weapons work, because in addition to unlocking them and having them perform differently, there are other things like evolving weapons, which we'll get to. But for now, I don't see anything I want. In fact, I need to put up my graphic on the other screen so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. I've unlocked the ability to skip. If I don't see anything I want, I can do this once. We'll do it now just so I can keep going. So after you get to the perk screen, you just proceed on. Keep killing enemies and keep getting levels. I'm low level right now, so this doesn't take too many of the experience crystal thingies to max it out and give me another one. Wazzy says, I'm lurking but don't die. Alright. I will do my best. Alright. As I unlock weapons to use, I'll explain what they do. I'm going to power up the whip. You can see here for level 2, and this thing up here in the upper left shows the weapons or items you unlock, and as it fills out, these will kind of shrink down until there's room for I think 10. And the little squares show the level that you're currently at and the max. So the whip has 8 levels in total. Level 2 gives me 1 more projectile, so we're going to grab that. Now you notice that my whip goes out in 2 directions instead of just 1 on either side of Antonio. If you touch the enemies, they will start burning your health bar, which is the red under my life. The name of the game here is to keep moving We can kind of navigate the field a little bit, but enemies are going to start coming in from all sides, so I want to crowd control and kite. Keep them in manageable distance and make it so that I can actually hit them with my weapon and start leveling up as quick as possible. Because if you don't keep an eye on the waves, they'll surround you and you'll die very, very quickly. So level, was that 3? We have a new set of things. The Santa Water is an item that creates damage zones around the enemies. It falls randomly around the map and creates these hazard areas that do damage over time. It's very handy. Fire Wand shoots out a burst of flames at a random angle. It might be tracked to the closest enemy, but it's a little slower. I've not quite developed a rhythm for the Fire Wand yet. Garlic is one of the best items in the game. It creates a passive barrier around you that damages enemies. It is generally a good idea to get that as soon as possible unless you're going for a build that doesn't require protection. But now you can see around Antonio is this barrier that sort of blinks on and off. The blinking, I believe, is the active window for the damage zone. And so now I can get close to enemies and do damage, but some of them are tanky enough to get through, so I don't want to just run around haphazardly. The little bats will go and get demolished pretty quick. The bigger Zambambos are a little tougher, and this larger bat with the blue highlight is a boss. That will drop a chest once it's dead. And so another level up gives me a choice. I'm going to push in Garlic. Getting protection is always good, and its radius of effect as well as its damage will go up. Oof. And the waves change. It's not just going to be bats, zombies, and other things. It kind of cycles through different mob types, like these big swarms, which sort of function like free experience, but that big cloud of bats can also push other enemies forward. And so you don't want to let them get behind more dangerous tanky enemies. They'll shove them into you and you'll die. Alright. Now we have more things popping up for perks. If your luck procs, you get 4. Usually it's 3. Now, Laurel gives you an invulnerability window, and it has a timed set of charges. Candelabrador upgrades the area of effect of your weapons. Clover gives you more luck, which affects your drops and is pretty important. Rune Tracer gives you a ricochet projectile that bounces off of the edges of the screen and things and is pretty powerful. We will go for Rune Tracer. That weapon's pretty effective. Some of the closer environments work better, but it's still a fairly good weapon. You notice that we're getting levels kind of rapidly because I'm clearing out clumps of enemies. It'll slow as I get higher level. So it's pretty important in the early parts of the run to figure out what you're going to gun for as far as builds. And we'll sort of talk about that as we go and make more sense. So I can either upgrade Rune Tracer, I can grab a new thing called Attract Orb, which causes pickups like experience orbs and other things to get grabbed from a further distance away, and does factor into an evolution for something later. So I'm going to grab that. We'll keep sticking around this area and try and just build experience levels and get the weapons upgraded as quick as possible. So let's see, we can go whip for base damage. The slashing parts of the whip also knock back, which is pretty important. Certain weapons have knockback and others don't. But we will go whip. Bracer increases projectile speed, also quite handy. We'll focus on the whip for now since I want to try and evolve this one. Hey, Edward's here. Edward says, Raku finna suck. Hopefully not. But we shall see. I do not want to give the good suck. The reason why I turned the in-game music off is so I could use the playlist that has a bunch of cool Castlevania music. The Vampire Survivors soundtrack's pretty neat. Kind of a mix of synth and electronic music. I've been playing this game a lot, and so I've been hearing the music all the time. But the soundtrack is perfectly fine. Just switching it up for the purpose of streaming. Alright, next up we've got armor, which reduces damage by 1. I've never invested in this, but it's apparently pretty good if you have an extra slot. We can upgrade a tract orb, or we can get the Pomarola, which gives passive regen to health. Pretty important as you start taking damage, but this one is needed to upgrade the garlic later. So we'll grab that now. Eventually, when you fill up your inventory with unlocked items, you won't get any new choices, and you can't drop them as far as I can tell. So that's why it makes sense to plan out how you want to build early on, because if you aren't careful, you'll run out of space and you won't be able to evolve certain items, which is really important for survivability later. Alright, now we got some bony boys. And enemies are doing more damage now, about 50%. Okay. Laurel, again, active invulnerability. The axe is an offensive weapon that sort of flies out from your character and does damage around the character. Pretty handy and upgrades to a really powerful version later. I'm going to wait for now, upgrade the attract orb. And now we're going to start to navigate the map. We're staying in kind of a close area in the beginning, but now that the enemies are getting tougher, we want to sort of bunch them up and not get boxed in. The braziers throughout the field, just like Castlevania, will give you money or helpful items, or floor chicken they call it, which will recover health. And if I get tagged too many times, I'll start wandering around trying to find health, because you can get killed extremely quickly if you're not careful. And we will continue to boost damage. Our goal is to get the whip to level 8. We're at level 4. Iconic says, floor chicken. This game is full of pretty cheeky inside references to old video games. The dev definitely has a love for old school stuff. The unofficial name for the hidden pork chop things in the old Castlevania games was floor or wall. People called it chicken until it was revealed that it was actually canonically pork chop. People just call it wall chicken because you break down walls to find meat inexplicably stored there. Okay, let's go garlic next. Basically garlic and whip. We want to try and get as high level as possible. If there's nothing else that we can use, we'll upgrade Rune Tracer, and then failing that, we will see if another option for builds pops up in the list that we haven't seen yet. Alright, now we got spoopy ghosts, and those kind of book at a decent pace. And that is a flower ring. On this particular map, you have a chance for all of these walking flower plants to spawn in a big ring that sort of encloses, and they're extremely tough and tanky. The point is trying to box you in, and when you're earlier on, you don't have quite as much damage. It's difficult to punch through them, and you don't want to get stuck on the inside as enemies kind of close around. This green praying mantis is another boss. There are bosses tied to the timer, I believe. That's how they spawn. And let's see if we can kill the bat. I'll show off what the bosses give you. But as you can see, that the enemy or tile sets change to these green zombie creatures, and they are tougher. My whip is not killing them in one hit, and the garlic is doing damage, but not dropping them like some of the earlier enemies. So we'll need to sort of wait out the spawns to get some easier targets. And then try and get some experience, because the longer I wait, the stronger the waves are going to get. And if I can't outpace their HP with damage, then I'll get overwhelmed. They look slow now, but they do not stay slow. Alright, that's the fire power up. That gives you a really short burst of really powerful fire that you can control whatever direction you're moving in, and it's a good way for clearing out waves. So for taking out, I think, the bat, it dropped a treasure chest. When you open a treasure chest, you have a random chance to get either 1 item, 3 items, or 5, in addition to money at the bottom, which you use for unlocks. And it cycles through what you've got in your inventory unless you're ready to evolve a weapon when it offers you your upgrades. And so I got whip level 6, which is pretty good. I need to grab the hollow heart to evolve the whip. That thing looks like a clear glass heart. But we'll continue to push garlic. Oh, I think that's a praying mantis I killed. Alright, now we've got tracked orb, garlic level 5, or a new item, the duplicator. This causes you to fire another projectile with every weapon that you've got equipped. It's only got 2 levels, but it's pretty handy. I'm going to take the duplicator and wait on garlic. And there's the fire breath. That wears off after, I think it's like 10 seconds or so. Alright, we got bat swarms again. That's what I'm talking about. I was talking about earlier with the more tanky enemies, when those big clouds of bats push them around. If I'm not careful and they push a bunch of those green zombies into me, I won't be able to kill them fast enough. They'll mob me and I'll die. But rather than stay put, we'll keep circling around the enemies, try and bunch them up, and take out the easy targets. Okay, now we've got Pomarola for regen, wings. This is base movement. Pretty handy to use if you've got the extra slots. I'm going to grab Lightning Ring because this one synergizes with the Regenerator to evolve. It's one I haven't unlocked yet. So grab Lightning Ring. Lightning Ring is on a timer cooldown and it drops bolts of lightning on the field. The more you power it up, the bigger the spread. And it's good for just passive damage on waves. Alright. The crown, that's new for this run too. Passive experience gain, also really handy for leveling up quick. We're going to gun for the offensive damage-based weapons right now, if we can get them in the selection for the perks. We'll upgrade the ring. There are other power-ups that do things like improve the base speed, like the bracers. There's another one that decreases cooldown speed, so things like my rune tracer or the lightning ring will fire faster. Okay, now we've got, let's see, we'll go whip, immediate knockback damage. We'll need to look at getting upgrades for the garlic too. And I think, based on how much I've played this game so far, it seems like spreading your build out too much in the beginning is not a good idea, as opposed to getting things that are going to build towards powering up your weapons quickly and then filling in the rest, because you're sort of dependent on the drops and the random pulls in the perk screen, and if you're trying to get certain things later, it can be tough. But we'll see. I haven't quite figured out the meta for this game yet. Now we've got garlic spinach. Spinach is overall flat damage boost 10%. Pretty handy, but we're going to focus on garlic. We've got a bit of a break in the waves as these larger tanky bats show up. These things are dangerous. They take a lot of damage. They're not fast, but they'll sort of mob you and absorb hits. So I found the best way is to just keep moving, keep them at range, and watch out for that. I've died so many times just not paying attention, and then the swarm pushes these big tanky bats right into me and I'm dead. But let's see if we can lure them away from the chest. Oh, now we got a flower ring too. Great. We're looking for garlic or whip or ring upgrades would be good. Whip, okay, that's good. Now we need to keep an eye out for the hollow heart. But, oh boy. I don't want to get trapped inside the ring with all the tanky bats. We could pick up Santa Water now. I'm going to go Duplicator because I want the firepower. Santa Water and the Tract Orb are the ones that synergize for an upgrade. So we'll need to get this at some point. But we'll go Duplicator and just try and go for offensive power, because we need to be able to repel the mobs. Iconic says, you got this? We'll see. Again, the game premise is quite simple, and I know it doesn't look like it's that intense right now, but it ramps up pretty quick. On regular mode, the end is 30 minutes, like I mentioned earlier, and it's very difficult to last more than, I'd say, 20 if you don't build properly or get your upgrades. The mobs come too fast and too tanky. Oh wait, no, I got more bony boys. Can I one-shot him? I can not quite one-shot him with the garlic shield. Alright. Let's see if we can clear a path, get more experience. Notice my experience levels are going up a lot slower now at 20. I think it's 100 is the max. Let's see. Fortunately, I can pause to read chat. Hey, Lion Ashley Kennedy here is here. Lion says, where is girlfriend and happy Valentine? Hey, Lion, welcome to the stream. Since you mentioned it, I know you mentioned it a couple times. I don't know if you're just memeing or what, but I don't actually have a girlfriend. So, every time you ask, you're going to get the same answer. But just thought you should know since it came up. Thanks for reminding me on Valentine's Day. Oh boy, now I gotta... Which way was I facing? Alright. Skeleton waves are pretty thick, but we can knock them down pretty quickly. Especially if you upgrade garlic. Base area of effect 20%. Passive damage goes up by 1. Oh, that's way better. Okay. Now I can sort of aggressively steamroll the skeletons. Can't let them get too close. But that's faster experience. There's a hollow heart. Alright, good. We are at max upgrades on the whip. We got the hollow heart. We just need to get a boss chest. And we should get the evolved version of the whip, which is very powerful. Let's see if we can take the mantis out. Grab garlic. Oh boy, now we got werewolves. Werewolves are kind of like the large bats. They're tanky and they're quick. They're much faster on their feet. We will sort of try and push towards killing this particular boss. It looks like as you proceed around the screen, the waves will keep coming, but the bosses occasionally will teleport to the edge and sort of repath towards you, which is handy because if they're stuck behind the big wave, you can get out of the way and then sort of reset their trajectory so you can actively hit them. And that flashing arrow shows me where a chest is dropped, so it always points you back towards a chest, which is nice. Edward says, do you have a girlfriend back on Homeworld? I do not. I did not have one when I came here, and have not since then. Good question. Okay, we gotta go Garlic level 8. And then now we have 2 chances to roll an evolved weapon from that chest, which is good. Oh, Iconic ass. Sorry, I saw Edward's comment above. No worries. Okay, let's see what we roll. Oh, no, we have 3. We have a chance to roll 2 evolved weapons here. Garlic and Whip. And we rolled neither. That's really unlucky. Let's take a look at our stats. Garlic and Whip's maxed out. We didn't get an evolve upgrade for either. Okay, that's really unlucky. Oh boy. Ghost swarms are really bad news with the werewolves on the screen. And now I think I'm screwed because I need to get health. Yep. Oh, that's really bad luck. If I had pulled one of the evolved upgrades, I could have shown off what they did and it would have given me a serious edge in that fight. 13-17? That's not a great run. But if we get to the end screen, it tells us our stats, how long the run lasted, how much gold we earned, our max level, how many enemies we killed, and then the equipment upgrades for the character we were using. That's really bad luck to have 2 level 8s, grab a super chest for 3 upgrades, and not get a single evolved one from that. That's actually really bad luck. But that is the core gameplay loop of Vampire Survivors. The point is to do better and better and unlock more characters and items to use. When you go to the power-up screen, the gold that I've been accumulating can be used to buy static permanent upgrades for any character you use. That left screen stat list shows all the bonuses applied by the stuff here. And I think I'm gonna save my money for now. I kind of want this one. It's expensive at 11,000, but a permanent extra projectile is nice. I don't know the optimal order to unlock stuff. I've just been experimenting around, but we will go ahead and jump back in. We'll try Imelda next. She is this character on the screen, I believe. That's what that's supposed to be. She starts with 10% more experience every 5 levels for a max flat boost of 30, and her weapon is the magic wand. I don't like this weapon too much. Its evolved form to me is not super strong. It's interesting, but we will see what we end up pulling. And we'll do Forest again. So the wand functions differently than the whip in that it automatically shoots in a random direction towards the closest enemy. And that's pretty handy in the beginning. And as you upgrade it, its speed and projectiles increase. The problem is, at super high levels, I don't think it fires fast enough unless you have some other static upgrades. So I'm going to actually go Knife, since we haven't seen Knife yet. Knife is a directional projectile that fires whatever direction your character's facing. So every time you switch directions or move, it'll shoot in that direction. And as you proceed, its number of projectiles and damage, and I think ability to pierce, goes up. Okay. We'll take King Bible. This is also a really powerful weapon. We didn't see that in the last run. King Bible is on a static cooldown, and it generates a floating orbiting Bible that functions like a damage shield around your character, and then it goes away after a certain amount of time. Somewhat useful in the beginning. As you upgrade it and get other things like projectile number, speed, cooldown, it becomes very powerful. You basically have a shield around you almost constantly until you evolve it. And book requires Spellbinder. Unlike before when we got the garlic right at the beginning, we don't have sort of an area of effect to be able to do damage. Okay, this is a bit of a tough decision. I'm going to go Duplicator for offensive power. The Duplicator will affect not only my knives, but my books too. Notice I got 2 of them now. If I can get the ring, I'll grab it since it synergizes with the Duplicator to evolve. But for the knife, the other tool that you need to evolve it is the bracer. It looks like a glove. Oh, alright. I have Duplicator level 2, that's nice. That should be max. Yep, 2 of 2 levels. So now 3 Bibles. Oof. Oh, that's trouble. Okay, now we can grab the ring. I'm spreading my build out a little bit here. I need to be careful. But depending on what pulls I get here and level up, I can either go for Evolved Knife if I get Bracers, Evolved Book if I get Spellbinder, or Evolved Ring, which I already have the Duplicator. So let's do that. Thankfully, the damage from the swarms isn't too bad now, but I'm going to need to get some more offensive tools. Okay, knife. We're going to prioritize anything that can be evolved, especially something we've got the evolved item for. Alright, now we have an interesting choice. I'm going to go Laurel this time. I don't think I'm going to be gunning for an upgrade to the wand. Maybe if I can get the cooldown for it. But let's go for invincibility. It'll give me some insurance against shenanigans. And I believe the Duplicator affects the lightning rings bolts. I think that's why you're seeing 3 of them. Okay, we got Cross, Orb. Let's see. If I think I'm going to pick up water, I can grab Orb. We'll go for a different build this time. Let's see if we can get a cross, since we haven't seen that tool yet. The cross flies out from your character and boomerangs back and will pierce through enemies. It's a little bit erratic, but it does decent damage. When you're surrounded by the big clusters of enemies, it'll sort of tear a path through them, which is nice. Okay, Spellbinder. We need this for the book. Duration of weapon effects up by 10, which is nice. That should affect how long the books are out. And also the Laurel invincibility window. That should also be affected by that item. Alright, we're gonna go defense. Try and power up the Bible as quickly as possible. Ooh, boss chests. Oh, that's lucky. 3 upgrades. Iconic says, yes, the B Bible. That's right. Power of bees compels you. Alright, we got it. A wand upgrade, Bible upgrade, Spellbinder upgrade. And let's see. We've not found garlic yet. I guess we can go wand for now. I might just ignore garlic and rely on the books for a barrier. Ideally, I'd have both, but it might be too late. We'll see. Alright, Clover pairs with the Boomerang, the Cross, for an upgrade, so we do need that. That gives us 10% base luck per level, which means more chances for better drops and pulls. I think it affects the chance of drops from the braziers as well. Normally luck is kind of not a high priority stat, but it is useful in this game. Alright, we'll go active effects priority. I thought I heard somewhere that the luck stat also affects how often these flower rings spawn. I don't know if that's actually true. And I believe after you've done enough damage, then the flowers will go away. They're serious hazards, so I usually just try and jump through the perimeter and get away from them before I get mobbed. Alright, now we just need to sort of path back and pick up some of the stray experience crystals and try and just stack up levels to build towards a weapon evolution. The experience crystals are persistent on the field, and I read somewhere that if there's enough of them on the field after a while, they'll condense into the red ones, which give you a big upgrade to your experience. And I think it does that just so the game doesn't get bogged down with trying to keep track of a bunch of stuff on the field at once. Alright, Bracer. We need Bracer for knife. Okay. Here is the vacuum orb. That's a random chance to drop from the braziers. Getting that will vacuum up all of the crystals across the field, which is pretty handy if you're far away. Let's see if we can kill some more enemies, and then we'll get this one that dropped up here. Problem is these green enemies are taking a lot of damage. My King Bibles, while they're active, will push them back, and it seems to be my highest rate of damage at the Moboid at the moment. Getting a cooldown upgrade would be nice. That's the tome. think it's empty tome. Ooh. That will help. Using the fire breath will just melt enemies and clear them out. Let's see what we got. Ah, wand. I guess it's better than nothing. Go cross. Oh, where was that vacuum orb? There it is. Okay. Now we can upgrade. Guess we'll go luck. Should get a few levels from this. Base speed. Okay, 2 levels. Oh, there's the tome. Okay, we'll go for a weapon cooldown. That way, if we max out or evolve the other weapons, we can also track towards the wand upgrade. Again, not my favorite, but it is functional, so we'll grab that. What I've seen, if you can pair the items that will allow you to upgrade the weapons and evolve them, it's better to do that than to just forego them, I think. Alright, expecting the tanky bats to show up at some point. In the meantime, shred all these zombies. Try and get some levels. Watch out for that. Watch out for the swarms. If they mob me when my Bibles are down, then I'm going to take some hits. Oh, there they come. Alright. We will go... Let's see, what do we have? We have 1 upgrade, 2 upgrades, 3 upgrades, 4. Okay. No garlic. We're going to go without garlic. We couldn't evolve it anyway with 1 more spot. We'll go wings. This is flat movement speed. Being able to sort of zip and zoom around the map would be nice. Ooh. Oh, I'm getting a lot of drops at the vacuum orbs. That's nice. That may be affected by my luck. But I don't think there's a lot. Okay, that'll work. Okay, cross. We need damage. We bust through. Alright. Let's pull the mobs over to the side and try and just chip away. I think the way the spawns are set up, after a certain amount of time is when it cycles, whatever it is you're fighting. They'll just despawn and then drop in whatever next waves of mobs. The green crystals are worth more than the blue, and then the rare red ones, which sometimes drop from bosses, or if the game sort of condenses all of the ones on the field, worth the most. Oh no, we got skeletons. sort of free experience, but not free, totally free, since I have to wait for my Bibles to be active. Unlike when I had garlic, I could just sort of steamroll them over. I can't do that with this build. Which is why cooldown is going to be important. Okay, Bible upgrades. Now we got, was that 8? Oh, it double generated them. 4 total. You can get up to 8, I think. That's good damage, though. I just inch closer and take out the bony boys. It's a lot of experience on the board. Active effect. I'm gonna push Knife. Knife is only level 2, but we need more. Wazzy says, Mantis, the big boy. Yeah. That boss is something I need to keep an eye on. It'll give me some good stuff. I can drop it. Ooh. Let's get the vacuum orb. And we got werewolves. Cooldown. Alright, cooldown's good. Bible will get to 5. That item is the stopwatch, the clock. Freezes all the enemies for a short amount of time, giving you free hits, essentially. Those tanky werewolves are trouble, though. So let's see. If we take a look at the upgrade list, I think I'm the closest to 8 on the Bible. Unless something really compelling shows up, I'm going to prioritize upgrading that particular weapon, and that'll give me some good defense. We're at 13 minutes. Uh-oh. This is where I died last time. Okay, let's keep moving. Keep moving, looking for gaps between the waves of werewolves. Just keep from getting boxed in by the swarms of ghosts. Uh-oh. I'm not following my game plan there. This field does have impassable barriers like the trees and some of the swampy patches, so I can't just go in one direction. I have to be careful. Like the blue squares there, I don't think I can walk through. I've got to go around. So while this is like a wave-based mob killing game, at higher levels it becomes kind of a bullet hell. Oh, now it's the tanky bats. I honestly don't know which is worse, the tanky bats or the werewolves, because the werewolves are faster, but the tanky bats will block. Let's see. Ooh, ring. We'll take that. Only level 2 though. Assuming we last long enough, that one will probably get upgraded last. The white bat with the outline is another boss, and that one down there with the blue is another. So we got 3 bosses on the board. Problem is I'm not dropping these tankier enemies quickly, so I'm not getting experience. And they're boxing me in. Okay, now spawn switched to the green zombies. Oh, trouble. Super chest. Alright, 3 upgrades. Make it good. Not bad. Knife upgrade's fine. Level 6. Uh-oh. Could have been better. Alright, we need the rosary. That wipes the entire screen. We can scoop up all the boss chests and hope for upgrades that'll get us an evolve on one of our first weapons. That's another reason why I think luck is important. Getting stuff like the nuke will definitely help your chances. Oh, alright, we got the evolve for the knife. We got the knife to 8. So this is the 1000 edge. It's a barrage of knife projectiles that does not have cooldown. It's constant. So now, there's just a stream of projectiles. Much higher DPS. Much, much higher. It's kind of a limited radius of effect, though, because they're small. And they only go in the direction you're pointing, but that will help. Still need to be really careful, though. Can I get in? Should be really close to getting another evolve. Okay, ring level 4. 4? 3. Alright. And the 1000 edge pierces as well. It's a little bit risky to stand in one spot, but you can kind of concentrate a column of damage in one direction, which is handy. I really need a Bible upgrade. We're at 17 minutes almost. Oh boy, that's a lot of green. Alright, empty tome. Movement or... We'll go cooldown. Just more damage. More things on the screen. Alright, waves reset. Let's see if we can vacuum up some of this experience. And now we got mummies. Lots and lots of mummies. Okay, cross should be... What level's the cross at? Okay, level 4. Got a ways to go for the upgrade on that. Well, it says $95 dues. Yeah, the chests have a set number of gold coins they give. The more rare the chest, I believe, is a higher payout of gold. My total gold's up here in the upper right, under my experience bar. These mummies are tanky too. Okay, let's see. Cross. Vacuum orb. Nice. Alright, we'll go cool down. Let's see. Ring is 3. We'll go cross. We're getting a bunch of experience for stuff that was on the field. 6 on the Bible? 6. We're pretty close. Alright, just gotta keep focused. Wings? Alright, that's okay. Okay, cross level 8. Now we just need to kill a boss, get a chest, and we should get the evolved form of a cross. Another tracked orb. Look at that. A whole bunch of crystals further north. Alright, let's see what we got. Upgrade movement speed. Now we're gonna go ring. I'm gonna try and get this one maxed out as soon as possible. I haven't seen the evolve for that yet. I would like to unlock it since there's an achievement for it. Oh boy. Oh, okay, bats. We got bats. We got lots of bats. Sweet Jesus. Okay, alright. Alright. Wow, alright. Keep moving. Uh-oh. Wait, I'm gonna get boxed in again. Oh, that's... Oh, come on. And that's why you have to be careful of the field, since I got stuck behind a wall. Ah, man, I was really close to the unlocks for those other ones, too. I could have beaten that run. Alright, let's see how we did with Imelda. 20 minutes. 955 gold. Yeah, look at that. We're about to unlock the cross upgrade. A couple more on the Bible. Still a ways to go on the ring. But we got the knife. I'm making it a goal to try and do one completed run on stream today. 30 minutes. We'll see. We will switch stages. We'll go to the Inlaid Library. This place is laid out differently than the forest that we were just in. So let's take a look. This is a horizontal corridor type level. It's bounded on the top and bottom, but not on the sides. Okay, go Rune Tracer. And it's got a different enemy set. You got these mudmen looking creatures and those banshee things that run up on you and explode. The Rune Tracer is useful here because it's a narrow field. There's more things for it to bounce off of. Let's see. Let's go Axe this time. I'm going to try and switch my builds up every run so I can try and get some different weapons and potentially show you folks what the evolves look like if I last long enough. Iconic says, ain't no way everyone there got a library card. Well, especially not the monsters. Okay, let's go Santa Water. Those are the hazard effects. The number of projectiles and their radius and damage get upgraded with power-ups for Santa Water. I've only unlocked the evolved form of Santa Water once, and I died immediately after, so I didn't even get to see what it did. I was very upset. I think it's constant DOT hazards on the field. Let's see. I could try and go for Spinach. Spinach pairs with the Flame Wand, another one I haven't upgraded yet. I think that's Hellfire. Let's see. Try a new one. I don't like the Fire Wand, but maybe its upgraded form is really good. Hey, ADub64 is here. ADub says, have you seen Martyrs? I'm guessing not, since I don't recognize that. Is that a show? I'll have to give me more information. Sounds like a show. Alright, thanks to the axes, we have sort of ranged piercing damage. They go in kind of a random direction, but it's usually up and out. So if I can kind of path the enemies to be next to or below me, then it should be good. What I really need is some garlic. Oh, now we got these Legion floating skull broccoli looking things. Adub says that movie that made Saw look like Sesame Street. I don't really watch the horror porn or torture porn genre of movies. Not really my thing. So yeah, that's why I haven't seen Martyrs. I think I've heard of it though, now that you mention it. It sounded pretty brutal. Edward says, is that a sword next to Wazzy's username? Yes, Edward, it is. I don't know if you were here when I announced it on the last stream, but the sword means Wazzy is indeed a mod. So beware, she now has the power of God. I don't know if she's still here. She said she was lurking, so she might not be here at the moment. Okay, let's see. Santa Water. Keep going, Santa Water. We will go... Rune Tracer will be second priority to the water. Since Rune Tracer doesn't have an evolve yet, I think that's probably coming in a future update. We'll go Santa Water. I really want to see what that upgrade does. Adub says, killed Matt many times yesterday. Yeah, Matt was having a rough day. That crowd control plugin is a really neat feature. Unfortunately, it means the streamer can expect to get tortured by people. He died many times. Many deaths. I was trying to help him out. Okay, let's see. We could get ring. We don't have the duplicator. Pentagram erases everything, and I think that's cooldown. But I'm going to go Rune Tracer, go for flat damage. Adub says, I wasted $120 yesterday. Oh, that was you? I couldn't remember if it was you or Potato. Yeah, I saw that. That was the 12k bits to throw a bunch of deaths at poor Matt. I hope it was worth it. It was funny. I know Wazzy enjoyed herself. You should do crowd control when she's playing. She'll go nuts. Okay, level 6. We need 2 more to get the evolve. And from what I read, the evolve chests only drop when you kill a boss after 10 minutes. So, I don't necessarily want to rush to kill the bosses. I just want to rush to get the upgrades. Okay, candelabra door is the axe. Okay, that's what we need. Active range, which will affect our water. And it should affect the size of the axe too. Alright, we got what looks like Zambambos, mummies, kind of look like zombie mummies, and Medusa heads, which suck. We'll go Duplicator. Maybe we can build for Ring later. The projectiles will be helpful. Start seeing the rune tracers just bouncing everywhere as I level them up. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we can get Ring. Oh, there's the garlic. I think we need to go garlic. Having that area of effect protection is too good. A-Dub says, I feel like investing in cryptocurrency, but I don't want to do it. I don't know anything about crypto, but my brother does. I will say, if you're going to do it, make sure you do your research. Thorough research. And only invest money you can afford to lose. That'd be my advice. For any sort of investment, really. Alright, more garlic. We need the Pomerola, the heart, to evolve garlic. There it is. You see there's tons of hazards on the floor now from my water, which will be handy. The rune tracers are cutting enemies pretty decently, but it's not one-shotting them, so I do need to be careful. And watch out for those. Those swarming enemies will show up in larger groups later, and if you're not careful to get too close, they will take you out in a couple hits when they explode. We have Dullahans. The bookshelves and piano in the library stage are things you can get stuck behind. This particular stage I find is a little easier to navigate because you can see the objects a little bit better than on the forest field or stage. But your trade-off is you can't move infinitely in all directions. You're bounded into a horizontal corridor. Ooh, alright. Looks like the garlic will stop the broccolis. But it takes a couple hits. Same with the Dullahans. Oh, that's boss. Okay, water. We'll get water to level 7. Really close to evolve on the Santa water. Good damage with the rune tracers. We're at 9 minutes. I'm gonna try and keep the boss in the field if I can. If I can get one... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go rune tracer. Yeah, I think that was the best play there. Straight up damage. Garlic. Garlic what, 4? Level 4? Yep. Oh boy, alright. Those white mummy enemies and the ghosts are not going down in one shot. Be careful. Spinach should help with that. Okay, let's see. Candelabrador. We'll go... Yeah, we'll go Area of Effect. We need to clear out some of these waves. Seven on Rune Tracer. Yeah, that looks good. Can max out. We'll max out Rune Tracer and we'll start working on Spinach. Oh, that's nice. Alright, level 8 on water. Axe. Don't want to grab the ring. We'll work on axe. It's higher level. Now we need to kill a boss. It's a Buer type enemy. That'll work. Those weird little lion heads with the feet rotating around you see in Castlevania. Okay, we'll go garlic. Wazzy says, okay, sushi time. Have a good Valentine's Day, dude. Alright, Wazzy. Enjoy your sushi. I will catch you later. Thanks for stopping by the stream as usual. In fact, since I have it paused, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. So I'm going to leave it here, and I'll be back in just 1 sec. Alright. Let us return to the chaos. I'm grabbing my controller. I should try this out on controller. I'm playing it on keyboard. But imagine if you have a controller, you can kind of play like a twin stick shooter. It'd be fun. Okay, should get the evolve from the boss. Unless I'm really unlucky. There we go. Survey says... Hey, there we go. Now I can see what it actually does. Labora. Damaging zones follow you and grow when something. Oh, okay. So I see. They sit on the field for a while and the radius goes up. That's interesting. I guess that means you can path them intentionally towards enemies. Okay, let's see. What are our options? I can get King Bible, and then I have to go for the Spellbinder, which I don't have at the moment. Empty Tome for cooldown would be nice, but it doesn't synergize with anything I've got. So I'm going to go King Bible. We'll see if I can last long enough to upgrade it. I'm at 31. We'll see. 31, and I'm close on Garlic. So we'll try and see if we can evolve the Garlic. That gives us Soul Eater, which is very, very handy. But the Labora is interesting. There's a lot of hazard zones that are just melting the enemies. Pretty handy. I wonder if it stacks. Okay, let's go Axe. Alright, Garlic. Let's get to 7. One more on Garlic. Oh, that bat died. What I really need is a Vacuum Orb. There's a lot of experience to the right. Maybe I can push that direction and try and snag a bunch of it. Yeah, that works. Okay. Candelabrador, yeah, we're gonna push Candelabrador if there's nothing else to upgrade, which should improve the radius of the water still. Axe. Okay, prioritize Axe. $13. We're doing good so far. Just need to be careful. Okay, Duplicator. Yeah, let's max out Duplicator. More projectiles, more offensive power on the field. You can see all the rune tracers go off and they just cut a path through the enemies as they bounce. Okay, let's see. Ring. Yeah, we'll go Ring. Forgot I even had it. Iconic says, you kicking ass there, Raku. Don't jinx me. We gotta maintain momentum. Alright, level 8 on Garlic. So now we just need to kill a boss and we should get the Soul Eater. Oh boy. That's a big wave. Alright, there's our boss. Man, if I didn't have the Labora, I'd be screwed here. Axe. Alright, we're gonna get Soul Eater. Sweet. Alright, now it's on. Power increases when recovering HP. Unlike the Garlic, the Soul Eater is a big sort of black hole aura, and it does a lot more damage. Notice how I can just walk through the enemies now. Very handy. If you compare that with the upgraded Bible, you basically have an impenetrable barrier around your character. Alright. We're looking good. We just need to maintain. Some of the enemies can still pierce through if they're tanky enough, so I need to be careful about what's getting close. Okay, we need Spellbinder still, so we'll go Ring. Oh, Medusa boss. Yeah. Look at the DPS directly around me in that black circle. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Work on our Bible. Axe to level 7. Bible level 3. We just got a whole stack of experience. Okay, Tractor. Okay, now I need to be careful. As I start maxing out weapons, stuff might pop up that will fill my last spot, which I need to leave open until the Spellbinder for the book shows up. So we'll go level 8 on the axe, and I'll try and kill the Medusa, and we should get, fingers crossed, the upgrade for the axe, which will give us a really powerful upgrade. Or evolution. Death Spiral. Alright. Alright, I don't want to jinx myself, but we're looking good. Death Spiral Evolved Axe passes through enemies. Instead of the looping motion of the axes, Death Spiral shoots out an array of spinning scythes that you see there that go out from my character in a radius. Very, very strong. Oh, there's Spellbinder. We can go Ring. I do want to see what the upgraded Ring looks like. And you can see the sides, they're kind of small when they spread out, but they do a ton of damage. They just shred everything. Which is good because now we have witches, and these witches are one of the tanky enemies here on this tile set. But we can push the offensive. Use Soul Eater and our new powered up axe. Just melt the waves as quick as possible. Get that sweet experience. Fire Breath. Alright, that's good damage. I wonder if there's a way they'll add something in the future where you can get that power up as one of your evolves. That'll be fun. Like a constant cone of fire damage. It just goes out in front. The Sour Lad says, ever tried Spelunky? I have a long time ago. It's been a while, and I know they've sort of re-released and ported it onto different systems, but I have tried Spelunky. It's probably been 10 plus years. Oh, I didn't realize the sides are piercing through the bookshelves. That's nice. Alright, 52. Sour Lad says, remember to hydrate and stretch. Yes, thank you, Sour Lad. I got my water bottle right here. And I got to stretch when I got up to go to the restroom earlier, so we were good. Almost 2 hours? Wow. Time flies when you're playing this game. I'll tell you what. Alright. Now we can start working on the ring. Boss off to the left. What I'm doing here is sort of pathing up and down, trying to get as much of the experience as I can. I've got my attract orb leveled up decently high, so I don't need to get super close to grab crystals. But let's see what we got. Nope. High level orb. 25%. Oh, that's a pretty big hike. Okay, almost at the 20-minute mark. So we should hit some more dense waves when we pass 20 minutes. I think my setup is pretty safe, but we need to be careful. Once the tankier enemies start coming in quickly, I don't want to get careless. I could potentially have a completion run here, but I don't want to, well, make any mistakes. Alright, level 7. We need one more on the King Bible. Ooh, is that a stone mask? Character earns 10% more coins. Okay, this is an item I didn't have yet. It's one of the unlocks. Okay, I don't know if it goes on my list because I already have 10, but that can unlock in future runs, which is good. And now we have Lizard Man, Gargoyle guy. Okay, one more on book, 3 more on ring. Okay. See if I can get that last book upgrade before I go and kill the boss. Yes, alright, sweet. Now we can get the Unholy Vespers. Just have to kill the boss. Ooh, vacuum orb. Oh wow, look at that. That is strangely satisfying. Oh. It gave me another row. I don't know if that gives me additional unlocks, but I'm going to go damage. Yeah, it does. It does give me another row, huh? I thought it was a max 10, but maybe it's because I picked up that stone mask in the field. Alright. Let's see if we can get the book. Sweet. Alright. Unholy Vespers. And it should be close on Ring, too. Got 9 minutes before the end of the level. Ring is at... What level's Ring at? Oh, 7. Okay, it's close. Alright. Unholy Vespers looks like that. Basically an orbiting thing of runes all the way around, and it doesn't have cooldown like the regular book. And it's pretty much at the perimeter of the Soul Eater, so now I have a big barrier that should keep things off me. It's not a guarantee. I do need to be careful of stuff that can pass through, but most things should melt before they get close. Fire breath. Orb. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're level 60. I want to say it's the Unholy Vespers, the book upgrade that's providing knockback there. Oh, sweet, we hit level 8 on Ring. Okay, now I just need to kill a boss, and I can see that upgrade for the first time. Oh, wow, something got through. What was that? One of the witches? Okay, yeah, I need to be careful. That's a boss. Is this gonna give me the upgrade to the ring? Yes. This one is called Thunder Loop. Projectile strike twice. Alright, what does that look like? Whoa. Okay, so it goes horizontal and vertical. A little bit tough to see with all the stuff flying on the screen, but I can see the bolts going out. Wow, that's pretty vicious. Sour Lad says, the Sonic movie came out on Valentine's Day 2 years ago. Has it been 2 years already? Time flies. I saw it after it came out. I didn't see it in theaters. Oh, look at all the witches. Okay, we are getting towards the end of our upgrade trees. I don't think it's gonna get much better than that. Oh, Iconic says, gotta go, wishing you the best at the rest of your stream. Take care, Raku. Bye, chat friendos. Later, Iconic. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest of your evening on Valentine's Day. Okay, we've maxed out everything except Pomerola and the Stone Mask. Wonder why it's not giving me pulls for the Stone Mask. That's weird. Maybe because it's considered an extra item outside the normal 10. It's fine. We'll just keep pushing. We got about 7 minutes to complete the stage. Let's see if we can do it. Ooh. There's a Dracula. When you get to close to the 30-minute mark, a main stage boss shows up. And they're incredibly tough. There's one on a unique one for each type of stage. But if you kill them, you get a reward. And I need to not let that guy get too close, because he will pass right through my shield. Alright, what we got? I don't think there's any upgrades left. Just maybe the heart. Yep. Once you've leveled up all your gear, your items and equipment, your level ups will give you a choice of a coin bag for money or floor chicken. I'm gonna go coins since I don't really need health at the moment. Wow, there's so much stuff on screen. I think I can handle it, but I need to be careful. A lot of Medusas. I don't know if the boss chests give you something better. I don't think I've ever gotten one I've been fully maxed out. I guess we can see what we get for killing this one. Oh, so just experience? Guess it was just experience. I know there's a safe spot. Is it up here? Oh, not for bosses. Two and a half minutes. Oh wow, they're getting through my shield. Alright, I'm gonna hold here. There's a trick I want to try at the end. See if I can do it. Ooh. Oh wow, those Medusa heads are actually getting through. Yeah, they are getting through. Wow. Alright. Okay, I guess it's just free money. I am almost dead. I didn't even see my life. Alright, we need to heal up. I do not want to die this close to the end. Oh, those large Medusa heads. Man, so close. They're right on top of me, too. Good lord. Wow. Hope no one here is prone to epilepsy. That's a lot of flashing stuff on screen. This very well may come down to the last few seconds. Oh boy. All right. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Alright, so when you hit 30 minutes on normal mode, the screen immediately clears and the red death, the Reaper, comes out. And it's super fast, tracks to your position, and kills you in a matter of seconds. It's unavoidable unless you're playing this stage and you can get towards that bookshelf, I think up here. You can hide up in this corner, and I think if you spawn it when you're up here, it'll get stuck in the corner and won't hit you, and you can actually kill it. There's a special unlock. You actually get this character for killing it. I wasn't close enough. All right, let's take a look at our results. Evolve the lightning ring. Find a stone mask. Okay. So we lasted 30 minutes. 2455 gold, hit level 93, almost 30,000 enemies killed, and we got evolves on the water, the garlic, the axe, and the ring. Not bad. Could have gone better towards the end. I've never had it come that close to killing me in the last few seconds. But let's see. I think I'll hold off on buying any permanent upgrades for now. Check out another character. We'll do another one in the library, and I'll do hyper mode for this one. Show that off. So this is Gennaro. Gennaro has permanent +1 projectile all weapons, which is nice. He starts with a knife. And he starts with a bonus projectile, and that bonus applies to everything else he picks up. Alright, we'll go hyper mode on the library. Hyper mode is faster, and you get a 50% gold bonus and 10% luck bonus. And I don't know if it ends. I've never gotten to the end of hyper mode. I usually die. But we can see. You might notice that overall the enemy speed is much higher. My movement speed's also faster to accommodate for that. But I think this is meant to be a tougher mode. Stakes are higher. Okay, for the knife we need bracers. Fortunately, with the garlic at level 1 or 2, you can sort of just pat the enemies into a ball and pick them off. Can't get too close. This is an unlock I haven't invested in yet. Maybe we can do that for this run. Just to see, this is Pichone. And it is an attack burb. And the way Pichone works is it flies around in an orbiting circle and it shoots out projectiles on a cooldown. Pretty nice because it gives a good spread of damage around, especially when you upgrade its speed and damage radius later. I need to get Pichone to level 7 to unlock the item it needs to evolve. So let's go ahead and do that. And its projectiles melt the enemies pretty quickly. There's just a window for it to cool down where it's not doing anything. At that point you have to be a little careful. Alright, we go garlic. Yeah. We'll push knife for more damage. And I believe the target area for the bird is that orbiting circle. I think it shoots everything towards that point on the screen, which is why it's a little bit weird at lower levels because it doesn't really target too well. Oh, we'll keep pushing bird damage. Cooldown reduction is pretty handy with that particular weapon. Garlic level 5. Oh, I should get the Pomarola while it's here. The Soul Eater upgrade. Okay, keep upgrading Burb. Also upgrade knife. Knife should probably take priority. They're both in the upgrade list just because I can evolve the knife when I hit 10 minutes. Ooh. What was that? 6? 5? 5. Base area up 40%, one more projectile. Okay, that's nice. Okay, go knife, level 6. Garlic, yeah, 5. Might be able to get close to evolve for a couple of these weapons before we hit 10. We shall see. Is that 6 or 7? Okay, one more on the knife. Nice. Be nice to have the knife ready to go so we can just kill a boss once we hit 10 minutes. Okay, we got Broccoli's and Dillahans. Alright. Let's see. We don't need Hollow Heart. Let's go for Bird. Try and get Bird to 7. That won't give us an evolve right now, but that will unlock something we can use in the future. Oh, there's a lot of projectiles from the Bird, too. It looks like a bullet hell shooting character. Okay, there's a boss. Maybe we can sort of wait out killing that boss. See if we can hold it for 2 minutes. If not, it's fine. Another one will spawn. I think at the 10-minute mark. Oh boy, now it's getting thick. really need his garlic power up. I think the bird is thinning the waves a little bit, but I don't really have a lot of DPS at the moment. Okay. We'll go for the bird upgrade. Let's get the achievement. Oh, did I kill that boss? I don't see it in the pack. I guess it's dead. Oh, there's another one. That's the one I need to kill. Oh, maybe it's 8 for Piccione. Okay, we'll keep working on the garlic, and we'll eventually get to the bird to max it out. As long as I don't get destroyed by something beforehand. Alright, boss chest. Now we get the bird next. We're looking for the 1000 edge here. There we go. Nice. Now we got some damage. Oh, stuff's getting through though. Let's see. I guess we can go water. I haven't picked up the attract orb yet. I don't think I've even seen it in the perk list. There it is. Okay, level 8 for garlic. Now we just need to kill a boss and get Soul Eater. I'll go Bracer. Let's see. I need to focus on the water next. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, there's a boss. Okay, this should give us Soul Eater. Yep. Nice. That will help. Stuff can still get through though, so I need to kind of dance a little bit. In the meantime, prioritize water upgrades. Candelabrador wouldn't be bad to have because I'm using the water, but we will prioritize the water upgrades if it's in the list. Now look at the bird go. Now it looks like a shmup character. Some out of Toho. I think if I get more bracer, that'll upgrade the speed of the bird. Let's see, we could go Spellbinder and try and get the book. We've not seen King Bible yet. Stick to the path. I think we're making pretty good pace here, but I'm going to need to maintain momentum on the upgrades because the waves are going to start getting tankier. And faster. Level 5 at the water. Oh boy. Those Medusa heads are coming in really fast. Spellbinder. I think the bracer affects the speed of the bird too. I think. Honestly, I haven't used the Piccione too much, but it's put in work this time. Okay, I think I will grab Candelabrador now. Ooh, wow, I need to see how fast that boss came up on me. Oh, let's... I'm gonna go Pomeroa. Oh, Duplicator. Yeah, definitely want that. We have Candelabrador, so we could go Axe now. We've got Duplicator, so now we can also go Ring. That works. Oh wait, wow. Those Medusa heads are coming in way faster than my shield can block. That's nuts. It's faster than my bird, too. Let's be done with that wave. It's pretty scary. Now we got the witches. Slower but tankier. I think I'd rather deal with the slower mobs than the ones that can run me down if I'm not careful. Alright, what we got? Right, ring. That's fine. Is that level 2? You just picked up the lightning ring. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're at level 40. Okay, so we have to go axe, prioritizing offensive weapons over passives. Oh, look at that. That's really dangerous. I didn't even see what hit me there. I think it was one of the witches. Alright, now I gotta find food. One. Floor chicken. Alright, go ring. How close am I on my upgrades? I need 3 more on water. I'm not super close. I think my DPS is starting to lag a little bit. Ooh. Alright. It's taking a lot longer to level now. Level 6 on the water. 2 more. Just gotta keep moving, kiting mobs. I've actually never gotten past the 30-minute mark on hyper mode. I'll try and do it here. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it ends like normal mode or if it keeps going, keeps getting harder. Oh boy. Fast mob wave again. Oh, that's a boss. Wow, the suicide ghost lady things are really fast. Wow, so are those. Alright, one more on the water. We can get Labora. almost dead. Need to find some floor chicken. If I can get through this fast mob, then I might be able to... Okay, there we go. I was going to say that I can wait for the slower, tankier ones and try and find some health. But yeah, I just need to keep moving. Oh, I thought that boss was dead. Apparently not. Water? Water? No water. Oh, wow. 22 minutes. Not bad. We unlocked Ebony Wings, though. That is a new item that we need to combine with the bird. That's how you evolve Pichone. $22 minutes. 992. 45. Could be better. We only got 2 evolves. I think if I could have gotten one more and gotten Labora, I probably could have brute forced the rest of that. Oh well, got another achievement. If we take a look at the achievement list here, there's a few left. There is another character, Damario. I need to get 5,000 coins in a single run. That's going to be a challenge. I think I'm going to have to do that on hyper mode, because I don't think you can last long enough on normal mode to get that much coins. And we need to evolve Fire Wand, and then Ebony Wings and Pichone. Because this game is in early access, they've been actively updating it. In fact, just last week they added the evolve for the ring. So this game's constantly getting new content as it's moving along in early access. And even as it is now, it's pretty fun. But let's see, I think we can try and do one more run. Before we do that, I am going to pause once more and take one more bathroom break. I'm drinking a lot of water, as advised by Sour Lad. But as a result, I'm paying for it. Sour Lad says, that's cool how they have updates. Yeah, because it's in early access, it's been getting patched almost weekly. And I think that's pretty neat. I don't know what's coming next, but what I may do for this game is, I don't think I'll stream it every week. I think after today, I will wait till there's another sizable update of content, and then do a stream for it, and then show off what's new, what's changed. I get the feeling they're going to add more evolves, since there's tons of tools and weapons that don't have evolves yet. And that'll be neat to see. Things like the Rune Tracer, some of the other items can't be upgraded yet. But we will, let's see. Here, let me do this. Since you're here, Sour Lad, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Take a look at the character list that I've got here, and you get to pick who I do the next run with. And if we have a good one, that'll be the last one for the stream. I'll mouse over the parameters, but just based on their weapon and their look, tell me who you want me to run through with, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, what we got? Sour Lad says, Mr. Bones be looking cool over there. Mortaccio. Mortaccio's passive bonus is more projectiles every 20 levels. Max of +3, so I think it's 60 total. Mortaccio's interesting. He has a unique weapon that I don't think is unlockable yet, and that's the bone. The bone sucks. It's kind of okay when you upgrade it, but this character's kind of like a challenge in the beginning because his weapon is a little bit lame. But we will give it a try. It's too bad Mr. Dirtbones isn't here. And I'll do Green Acres. We'll do normal mode Green Acres. This is a flat field. It lacks the hazard areas or the barriers of the forest, but the tiles or enemy tile set shifts every once in a while, so it's constantly switching. So you can get a mix of the enemies in the library and the forest in Green Acres. So we will jump in. So for Mortaccio, the reason why the bone is kind of sucks is its special property is it bounces. And it can hit multiple enemies when it bounces, and eventually it stops bouncing and leaves or disintegrates. The problem is it's small and it bounces backwards, so unless you're surrounded, you can't take advantage of its bouncing property easily because it'll bounce and then just fly away from all the enemies. I haven't seen a fully upgraded bone weapon yet, so I don't know if it gets much better. That it is very difficult to use. That's okay. We'll get other options, like the whip. Whip is much better. I'll bet there'll be an evolution for the bone, and it'll be a regular unlockable item later. Let's see. We can do Fire Wand. Try and get the evolve on this one. I think that's Hellfire. That I haven't seen yet. And we haven't used the Fire Wand, so I can show it off. Fire Wand fires it at the closest enemies in a random direction, and it shoots 3 fireballs to start. It doesn't pierce. I think once it hits something, it just stops. It's okay, but we'll see if we can get the upgrade and see what it turns into later and if it's better. I think it might be completely random. It never seems to hit things that I want it to hit, which is kind of annoying. We'll go Duplicator. Now we get 2 bones. 2 whips. Oh wow, that's not good. And is it 4 fireballs? Yeah. Okay, go Duplicator level 2, max it out right away. For the Fire Wand, its evolution material is Spinach, the flat damage boost power up. So we'll see if we can get it. Fire Wand, base damage up 10. Okay, I'll take that. Cross. We'll push Fire Wand for now. Now we get 5 individual projectiles. But again, the fact that it's random and doesn't pierce still doesn't seem like it's that effective compared to some of the other weapons we've seen. I don't know. We'll see if we can evolve it, and I'll make my judgment call then. Okay, go lightning ring. Oh, wow. All right. Now the enemy clusters are getting a little more dense. You can see the bone bouncing between the mobs and hitting them, but it still doesn't really do a ton of damage. Clover. Okay, we'll upgrade the bone. Okay, we don't have garlic for Pomerola. I think since I have the whip, I'm not going to get the knife. We'll continue to double down on the bone. We'll see if I regret that later. Okay, ring power up. Again, we're keeping an eye out for spinach. We need spinach to evolve the flame wand. Fire wand, rather. Yeah, really need is chicken. Our little skeleton homeboy here needs to eat. For some reason. On Green Acres, the braziers are blue, and they spawn on the field at the same rate as the other ones, I think. I don't think they're any different. I get the feeling they're still adding things to this particular tile set. It's pretty much just wide open green space and roads. It wouldn't surprise me if they're still looking at adding other features. I'm going to assume the next unique field that they're going to add to the game is going to be kind of like the library, but horizontal, or vertical instead of horizontal. Something bounded on the sides, but you can move infinitely up and down. That's what I would guess. Oh, it's a lot of bones. Okay, that's a little more effective. It'd be better if the bones pierced. If they could pierce, they would be very effective. They do not. Oh, there was a spinach. Ah. Spinach and the clover are the same color. I tend to ignore both of them. That was a mistake. What we got? Oh, whip power up. Okay, that's good. They need Hollow Heart to evolve the whip. We'll go King Bible. Just in time for the bat waves. That's a lot of enemies. Cool. I haven't seen a super chest in a while. Oh, there we go. I just have to complain about it. Two levels on book, one level on wand. Okay, I'll take that. Level 5 on fire wand. There we go. Ring. Ow. Whew. Food. No food. Nah. Oh, watch is good. Okay. We'll continue to upgrade the whip. Keep an eye out for spinach. I guess we can go Rune Tracer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of spoopy ghosts. Uh-oh, yep. Ah. 9 minutes, alright, we can do better than that. I will try that again with Mortaccio. We'll go back to the garden. Or the forest. Forest on normal. Sour Lad says rip. The skeleton man is dead. Again. I don't know if there's a lore significance why he has a little angel halo. This game doesn't have story, from what I've seen. Okay, we'll go garlic. I'm sure there is a story, but there's no story mode or any sort of narrative so far. What I like about Vampire Survivors is its simplicity. It's not a complicated game based on its premise, but if you want to actually get good, it is pretty challenging to actually get far. Okay, let's see. We can try Ebony Wings. That's new. This is a new bird we just unlocked. Follows a similar pattern to Piccione. Kind of a wide range. It's missing everything because of the radius of the circle. Okay, let's continue to upgrade garlic. Then I'll have to figure out what my offensive weapon's going to be. If I can get the whip, I'll probably go whip this round. I can't remember if I showed off the upgraded whip in one of the earlier runs. If not, that weapon's pretty cool. Our garlic shield is decently strong. Small bats are no issue. The medium ones will take a couple hits. The big ones will still come through the shield. Guess we can go. We'll go water. There's the whip. Yeah, we'll go whip. I guess continue to go whip. Whip and hollow hearts. Let's see. I guess we can upgrade the bone. Actually, I'm gonna grab Spellbinder and go for the book. Book plus garlic seems to be a pretty good defensive option for the later waves. Put some upgrades in the bone while we're waiting for some of the other components we need to show up on the list. I need to go heal. Chicken? Nice. What we got? Okay, herb upgrade. Bird still looks like it's having trouble hitting things. I may need to upgrade it more in order for it to be more effective, or the enemies just need to be closer together, more densely clustered. Go. This build does not look like it's very optimized. I need a whole bunch more points in whip to get some actual DPS going here. The bone is pretty much a non-factor, I think. I'm not going to upgrade that one unless there's nothing else in the list and I can't skip. I gotta cut him out. Get away from the goods. Okay. Level 5 bird. Let's see. Bracer. I guess I'll go bone. Really could use a whip upgrade. Now we got swarms. We need to avoid being indirect line of those bats because they'll push the zombies. Like so. Oh, that's trouble. Am I gonna kill me? Man. Yeah, I did not optimize my build well for this. Oh, it's bird. I think Piccione has to be maxed out, just like all the other evolves, in order to get the upgrade with Ebony Wings. Okay, let's see. We'll go garlic. Try and improve our defense. Having double birds is an interesting idea. I guess if you powered both of them up, they'd probably fill the screen with enough projectiles to do a lot of damage. If I live long enough, I guess we'll find out. Okay. Water. Sweet. Oh, Hollow Heart. Okay. Need that for the whip, even though we haven't been getting any whip power-ups. Let's see. Spinach. Okay. Duplicator. This will be the last run of the stream today. Try and make it a good one. And after this, we will wrap up. Chicken? No chicken. Uh-oh. I'm gonna need to punch a hole in the flower ring, 'cause I don't know if I could survive walking directly through it at this low health. Oh. Ooh. Health. Let's see. Garlic. I think I have to go whip here. I need damage. Skeletons, if I'm careful, I can knock them over with my garlic. Okay, duplicator. Yeah, not too bad. I need to try and stack up the experience here and get some damage. The skeleton waves on the forest are kind of fodder, but if you're not careful, they can do damage too, like everything else. And if I'm not careful, I'll mistake my actual player character for skeleton, since the sprite is very similar too. Okay, whip level 5. I need the attract orb. Labora. And Pomerola for Soul Eater. Okay. Ow. Uh-oh, werewolves. Okay. Health is good. So we'll go Hollow Heart, more health. Bone. Still haven't gotten book yet. Okay, let's see. I need to be careful here. We've got the upgrade for garlic. I think I can get one more extra item, and then I need to save a spot for the Bible. So we'll go for movement speed. Ooh. Alright. These ghosts. These ghosts are trouble. I like how the rosary cleared everything off and immediately the screen is full again. And I'm nearly dead. Uh-oh. Yep. Ah. I don't think I geared right for that. 13 minutes. Pretty bad. Oh well. Had at least one successful run. So that's Vampire Survivors. Again, this game is only a few bucks on Steam right now. If you have any interest in a roguelite shooter-ish type game, I recommend giving it a try. It's super fun. Simple to pick up, difficult to master. It is actively being developed. So I will probably revisit this one after the next big update, like I mentioned. We'll see. I like slotting this one into streams maybe once a week. We do need to get back to Pokemon, so that'll most likely be next week. Yeah, good times. Like I said, time flies. It's been 3 hours already, almost. Let me see who is online before we wrap up here. Once again, thanks to all the folks who stopped by and hung out. Hopefully this kind of first look at this game was interesting. I know I've been talking about it a lot. But it's definitely interesting to try and explain through the game and play while talking. Alright, who's online? Hey, B Takahashi's online. Let's go bother B. We'll raid him in a sec. Let's see, we'll pause this. I'm gonna go to the outro. Sarlad says, thanks for showing us the game. No problem, man. If you end up picking it up and trying it out, you'll have to let me know. But that will do it for today. We'll go to the outro. I will be back tomorrow with Monster Hunter Rise. I believe Pink is going to be co-hosting with me. I need to confirm. They said they were down, so should be on tomorrow at, I believe, 2:30 Pacific. A little earlier than usual. But once again, thanks for hanging out today, and I will catch you folks in the next stream. Now let's go raid B.